Yeah, that's it. Top 5.
Yeah. Top 5. Oh, we're doing fantasy somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. Well, who your mic stand? Does that work for you?
What? Yes.
Does that work?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be leaned back with it.
Baby, lean back.
Alright. What's up, y'all? Alright. So yeah, we'll start with the NFL. Go to the NBA. How's yours looking?
What, man?
Your camera, it's looking good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. Perfect.
Yeah, we're both on Facebook Live, so.
Alright, here we go. Alright, let me get this recording started. So, yeah, I can't even see who's watching. Yeah, I can't even see who's watching. Oh, no, it's my number one fan.
Who, Jan?
No, not Jana.
Oh, John?
No, it's Paul's brother, Dave.
What's up,
What's
Dave?
good? What's up, Dave? My number one fan. Always showing out.
All right, man. Play the intro.
All right, let's
We
go.
got money.
Oh, man, this is exciting. This is the first...
Yeah.
This is the first episode of the Run It Back podcast.
Podcast.
I'm really liking this. We
Yeah.
don't have to, go miles to record. We can just... Well, you're still going miles.
Yeah.
But I get to wake up and just...
Yeah.
We record here. I'm loving this. As a lazy man, this really works for me.
Yeah, man. So we get our own schedule.
Yeah, we're so independent now. We are independent black women who don't need no man. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
All day, bro. All day.
Shout out to Colin Kaepernick.
Shouts out to Colin Kaepernick. I'll leave him alone. I don't agree with this whole Betsy Ross flag thing, but we'll let it go. Speaking of, football, this was a pretty good decade for football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Opinion. It was still done with the Patriots. Not the most fun thing, but there were a lot of weird situations, some of which included them.
Yeah.
So, I just
all right, well,
be
since
for real.
football is more my domain,
Yeah, you started out.
I'll paint the 2010s.
Let me hear
2010s, the era of the quarterback. Pretty much what it is. We had a lot of great quarterback play that I really think people, because of obviously some sort of recency bias and what have you done for me lately, but we had a lot of good quarterback play. We saw the end of an era with Peyton Manning's retirement.
Yeah.
Drew Brees putting up ridiculous passing numbers, as well as Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, all decade.
Eli Manning managed to pull the upset on Tom Brady again.
People don't give him enough credit for that, man.
No, people don't.
This.
But it's not my job to give him credit.
Yeah, true. We're Eagles fans, but he's such a weenie, and this feels like a juvenile word to use, but he's such a doofus. But it just works out for him. He always looks like he has a cold.
Yeah.
And then he's on all the Terraflu.
Yeah.
But he really snuck out 2 Super Bowl wins against Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Yeah.
One in this decade.
And, you had some first times. You had Seattle winning their first NFL title, as well as Philadelphia pulling an upset also in New England.
Yeah.
Winning their first NFL title. You almost had the potential dynasty in Seattle.
Just one play.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. But yeah.
And I'm almost with Cam Newton almost having a historical year, but just ends up not diving on the football.
We've been seeing a lot of record money. I mean, that's going to happen with inflation.
Yeah.
But even with inflation considered, these guys are getting paid.
Yeah, man. So you saw this entire decade is the era of the quarterback. Great passing records. You've seen great defensive play, historically great defenses. The 2013 Seahawks.
Yeah.
The 2015 Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Chicago last year. And it's funny enough, next year, going into the 2020s, you might see a lockout until some of that get rectified.
It is tradition.
Yeah.
Every decade sort of has that in, the sports world. That just happens.
Yeah.
It's time for people to get more money. And I understand.
Yeah.
They're pro athletes. And as much as we glorify them, they're still sort of underpaid considering the pain they put their bodies through.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. But
Yeah.
this is a really fun decade.
Yeah.
I mean, you talked about Seattle real quick, but can we just address the elephant in the room?
Okay, fine. Let's address the elephant in the room.
Run the ball at the 1 yard line with Marshawn Lynch. What if they ran the ball?
If
Because how many downs did they have left?
it was, I think it was like a
second down,
Yeah,
right?
second down.
So this is 4th down territory. You have 2 more downs.
Yeah.
3 chances.
It's within the 2-minute warning, and if you would have ran the ball like right then and there, who knows? Maybe Tom Brady still gets enough time and does.
You know, something could happen.
Yeah.
But let's just say best case scenario for the Seahawks. They run the ball, they don't get in. They run the ball again, they don't get in. 4th down, they run it and they get it in. There's not a lot of time left considering if they burnt 3 run plays right there.
Yeah.
I think we're looking at them as Super Bowl champs, back-to-back champions.
I don't think if Seattle would have beaten New England at that point, you're probably looking at them as the next dynasty. Marshawn Lynch is probably still in Seattle.
You think he'd still be playing?
Well, I don't think he'd still be playing, but I think he probably
He
finished.
never would have retired and went to Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Well, then again, it's like Marshawn is just a weird. It's just a weird guy.
He's an enigma.
An enigma. Well,
Yeah.
that's a more appropriate term. to use. Because like when he heard that Oakland was moving to Las Vegas, he always wanted to play for his hometown
Yeah,
team.
of course.
So-
They're only going to be there but so long. You might as well get it while it's good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just-
Russell Wilson would have had 2 rings.
oh man, he would have beat Peyton Manning and Tom Brady.
Yes.
For both of them. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And all the questions about potentially Russell Wilson's leadership, that's the kind of question.
Yeah.
They don't burn out as fast as they do.
They did fizzle out.
No,
They did.
Because, like, after that, then you lost to, what's their face, Carolina, then the following year.
Yeah.
Because Cam went on that historical run. And then after that, it's just like, then Richard Sherman decides to leave, Cam Chancellor retires,
Yeah.
Earl Thomas.
Legion of Boom did break up.
Yeah. Still got Bobby Wagner. Frank Clark is gone. But, yeah, I don't think Seattle fizzes out at that capacity if they would have went back-to-back.
That's very true. It really comes down to one play.
Yeah.
Do you think there was like a bit of a conspiracy there that they wanted Russell Wilson to be the guy who won the game
I could definitely see that, but
instead of Marshawn Lynch, who we all, like we said earlier, is an enigma?
yeah.
And you don't really want him being the face of the franchise, but if he gets that game-winning run, it's a good chance he is.
Yeah, well, even with the Seattle teams, Russell wasn't the face of their franchise.
Yeah.
You still think Marshawn Lynch was still getting popular.
Richard Sherman was on the cover of Madden. He had ads all everywhere. He was the guy.
Yeah,
I feel like he was the face of that team.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that because of his
This is
interview.
big mouth.
Yeah, just his interview with Aaron Andrews about Michael Crabtree. I did a report about that and about like how many times like he actually popped up in the media. How many buzzwords that they tried to put code in about like how inadvertently like calling him a thug because of that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
That definitely happened.
Yeah, but I could.
But that's what happens when you put a sorry receiver like Crabtree on. That's the results you're going to get, Chris.
Yeah, man.
That's just what's going to happen.
I still think my favorite meme of like Richard Sherman was it was just a picture of Monday Night Raw, and like on the Raw Titantron, it's just Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman with Aaron Andrews just on the Titantron, just them looking down.
That was pretty much a WWE interview.
It was.
That's exactly what that was. It was like, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. And I'm like, man, just relax. You go to the Super Bowl, I get it.
Yeah.
Emotions were high, but man, what could have been there?
Yeah, and also
it was still a good ride, though.
Yeah, it was.
It
And
really was.
also, I think Pete Carroll punched the ticket for being a potential first ballot Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, if he would have won back-to-back and he would have beat Belichick,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's the first ballot Hall of Famer there.
because you devised a game plan to shut down Peyton Manning.
Completely shut him down.
Yeah, like holding a historically great offense only to 8 points in the biggest stage of them all, and orchestrate a comeback drive in the fourth quarter
Yeah.
against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. He would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah. I mean, he's still probably getting in, but like you're saying, there would have been no question.
Yeah.
Just run the ball.
Yeah.
Just run the ball. Let that boy shine.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to see Marshawn, try to go up the middle and bounce to the right and then just do the, hold my jump pose as he jumps into the end zone. That would have been amazing. Give the people what they want. That's what I want. That's what I needed.
I wonder if Marshawn ever got the answers he deserved.
You're being petty.
I'm not.
You're being petty, and I don't like it. All right, Pete Carroll's not the only person to mess up in the Super Bowl this decade.
Yeah.
Can we take it back to, oh my God, this feels like it was so long ago.
Yeah.
But New Orleans versus the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Second half, we're done with the halftime show. Let's get this party rocking.
Mm-hmm.
We going onside.
I gotta look this up. What was the halftime show?
I don't know. The last one I remember was the Beyonce one where the lights went out afterwards.
Yeah.
That's it. Because she had a whole fire silhouette. And I'm like, I don't think the city of New Orleans can handle this. But
No, the last halftime show I remember was the Katy Perry one.
Oh no, I saw a little bit of that. I saw none of the Justin Timberlake one when we beat the Patriots because I was going to y'all to watch the second half.
Yeah, I didn't
Glad I missed it. I heard it wasn't good.
Yeah, and then last year you had
Who was it?
It was Travis Scott.
Oh, that was the big. What if? What if? Since they're doing what if they play
Sweet Victory
at the halftime show for the Super Bowl?
It would have made up for the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched.
Who played in that one?
Rams and Patriots.
I'm joking with you.
Yeah.
It's just like, who cares? Who cares? Oh, the Patriots won a Super Bowl again. What was the score? 3 to 12?
13-3.
13-3. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. Those are two teams who just didn't deserve.
Honestly,
to be
I got
there.
to a point where I was like, you know what? I might as well just start playing. I played Overwatch during the second half. I never thought in my life I would literally just
play
up
video games
during the biggest game of the entire year.
which you wait all year for, and then you get a dud like that. But that's besides the point. Let's take it back to New Orleans versus the Colts. Halftime show's over. It's time to get the party rocking.
Yeah.
Onside kick. Sean Payton. All the balls. All the cojones fit us. Almost didn't work, though.
Yeah.
What if Hank Basket doesn't muff that punt?
Peyton sitting on 2 rings.
This is another scenario where it's like, man, I could have had my second ring if it wasn't for this bull right here.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning definitely could be. Oh, man. No, he would have 3. He would have 3 rings.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Well, no,
God.
during that point, he'd be 2-0 in the
Well,
Super Bowl.
yeah, 2-0, yeah.
Yeah, because at that point, Brady was still, like,
So
only
yeah, he's definitely 2-2 in the Super Bowl. He would have been 3-1 if Hank potentially.
Yeah.
If Hank Basket doesn't muff, we don't know what would have happened in that
Yeah.
possession. But talk about a way to start a half. Man.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what Hank Basket's up to right now?
No, I don't care about Hank Basket.
I feel like the fans care about Hank Basket. He's a former Eagle. We got Philly fans. That's all our fans. They want to know what the man's up to. The man, the legend.
I'd rather know what Reggie Brown is doing than Hank Basket.
What is Reggie Brown? I feel like he owns a farm somewhere.
Well, he's from Georgia, so
I wouldn't be surprised. Hank Basket actually does like spoof movies, so like you remember he does the bad ones though, like remember the Spartans or whatever.
Meet the Spartans.
Yeah, Meet the Spartans.
Date movie.
He does bad spoof movies like that. They go directly to Netflix, but it's not a Netflix original. So
eventually gets played on TBS.
It's very rude. I like TBS. But, yeah, exactly. At like 2 a.m. That's exactly where it goes. What if he doesn't muff it? What if, like a normal person, he just corrals the ball, he falls on it? Country ball. Fall on it.
Peyton sitting on 2 rings.
Ooh.
New Orleans doesn't.
Drew Brees doesn't have a ring.
Yeah. And
do you think he would still be a Saint? Like, for a lifelong Saint where they're basically risking their financial, wellness for the next couple years because of him?
He would still be a Saint.
He would still be a Saint. Getting these Michael Jordan deals where it's like, you're only getting a little bit of time on this deal, but it's a lot of money.
Yeah, Tony Romo was the starting quarterback for Dallas for like 11 years. At that point, Drew Brees was still like going in his 3rd, 4th year, in New Orleans.
True.
He still would have lasted. You realize how hard it is to get like a legitimate franchise quarterback?
That's true, but like you lose that Super Bowl, and they've never been back since, and they've had heartbreak after heartbreak.
Yeah, I saw a video on Twitter. They were like, okay, well, this is the last 5 Saints playoff losses. It started with the one where they lost to Seattle, 7-9 Seattle Seahawks, the Marshawn Lynch beast mode run.
Oh God, that's bad.
Yeah, then the Alex Smith game-winning touchdown.
That's bad.
Then when they lost to Seattle again, and Marcus Colston actually threw a forward pass.
And then I'm guessing the miracle.
Yes.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then the one last year.
Where they were robbed.
Sure they were robbed?
Yes, they were robbed. That was defensive pass interference.
Listen, first of all, according to NFL street rules, that was not pass
Oh, come on. We're the only people who like that game. Come on. That was defensive pass interference. Like, come on now. Anybody could call that. My mom would know there's something wrong with that play. It's like, they allowed to do that? I'm like, I don't know, Mom. Blow the whistle. Come on, man. They were robbed. Now, the other 4 times... Yeah, it'd be like that. I'm just trying to give them 1 out of 5. Come on. No? Is it because they beat the Eagles?
No, that's than that. Don't throw that pick in overtime, Drew Brees.
You make a good point there.
Yeah.
But, man, I can't imagine. I don't think he would still be the quarterback there. I don't think he would want to still be there after all of those L's.
You want to know what I really think, though? I think if they don't win, I think Sean Payton would have probably got fired.
That's more likely.
Yeah.
That's more likely.
The thing that...
he's been living off that ring for a minute now.
Yeah. No, and that's kind of my, like, the most annoying thing I really don't like about the Saints is that we watched Aaron Rodgers get dragged all season long.
Yeah.
Like how he's overrated, injury prone, too old. He doesn't have what it takes to win the big one.
And that don't make no sense because he that boy.
Yeah, meanwhile, like, where's the criticism go to Drew Brees? He has been...
Same amount of rings.
Yeah, same amount of rings, 2 less league MVPs, and his Super Bowl drought is a year longer than Aaron Rodgers.
You know what I think it is? I think there's just been more drama around Aaron Rodgers that some of it he has created.
Okay.
Do you want to argue against that?
Yeah, I understand it, but are you done with your point?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, and also, here's my other thing.
What's up?
Everybody wants to, discount, the Patriots Super Bowl rings with like, Bounty Gate, Tuck Gate.
It's one of my favorite pastimes.
But meanwhile, are we forgetting Bounty Gate happened at all? We literally forget the fact that Greg Williams, their defensive coordinator, during that Super Bowl run at the moment, literally paid incentives to their defensive players to purposely injure the opposing quarterbacks.
This is true.
Take out Kurt Warner. Take out Brett Favre. There's literally money involved. A literally investigation happened. Sean Payton was suspended for a year. Draft picks were surrendered because of that. And yet none of the criticism goes to Sean Payton. None of the criticism goes to Drew Brees.
Because they're not a dynasty.
But
I know what you're saying. And then they get on Aaron Rodgers time and time again. It seems like every season or something.
Listen, Mike Tomlin is always on the forefront like, should this finally be the last... they lost to the Jaguars. Should this be the time when Mike Tomlin got fired?
Hey, man, I'll join you on that committee. Mike Tomlin should have been fired, but he just got an extension.
I understand that point, too. I think Tomlin should have been gone years ago. I think after this whole, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown fallout, this should have been a call to action, in my opinion.
Like, your job as a head coach is to kind of keep people together.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
My criticism with Mike McCarthy, he should have been fired years ago. But yet, when you look at, the winning percentages, the winning totals, Mike McCarthy has almost same winning percentage as Sean Payton. Mike McCarthy has less losing seasons than Sean Payton. We're literally forgetting, during a point, the Saints missed the playoffs for 3 straight years in a row with 3-7-9 records and a historically bad defense. When does anything fall on Sean Payton for criticism?
Do you want us to go to New Orleans and just get this man's job? It's impossible, man. He's untouchable.
Yeah, I know.
He's untouchable. They love him down there.
Yeah, they love him down there. But my thing is that where is the national criticism? national media criticism
Sure.
that wants to go out this witch hunt for Aaron Rodgers, go out for this witch hunt for Ty Tomlin's job every single year.
I'm loving your passion on this, but be real with me. Does a little bit of this stem from you being a big fan of Aaron Rodgers? A little bit. Just you can admit it. It ain't got to be a big chunk of it, but just a little bit.
Some of it.
I mean, you have all the facts.
No, some of it does, but it's like, okay, well, Aaron Rodgers chokes when it matters. I'm like, what about Drew Brees?
True. No.
And that's my thing. I don't understand. And my thing is that I don't understand how Drew Brees is that much of a better quarterback
than Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
That he's not.
Yeah, that's my thing.
No, you're right.
Tell me. Listen, I'll even ask any of my fans, any of our fans who will listen to us on the Anchor or listen to us right now on our Facebook Live feed. Tell me in what check box does Drew Brees check out better than Aaron Rodgers? Drew Brees also plays 9 games in a weather-controlled environment dome every single year. And if you play in Carolina earlier enough in September, that's 10 games. Aaron Rodgers has to throw for 4,000 yards and 40 TDs and cold behind Lambeau Field every single year.
Every single year.
He has to go to Soldier Field.
Ugh.
He has to deal with the climate in Minnesota before they started playing in a dome.
Yeah.
Detroit's in Ford Field, so they're always playing inside the dome.
I mean, you're making really good points here. I mean, I kind of hate Drew Brees now just a little bit. Yeah. I don't know how you swayed me to that, but I kind of just don't like him.
No, listen. All of this has a lot to do with me just sitting back and just like watching all of this take in.
You're just taking in the news.
Yeah,
man.
and that's my thing. It's like that's why like I just don't like sports talk shows now because a lot of it also has to do with recency bias.
It is. It's very biased.
Yes. The only reason why Aaron Rodgers is getting this much crapped on and dragged on is also because of what happened the last 2 years.
That's true. But you'll find a bias in any network of news.
Yeah.
Whether we're talking about sports, whether we're talking about current events, no matter. That's just how it is. But I'm loving to see how you're very riled up about this because this involves one of your favorite players. And
listen, I'll be fair. I'm kind of biased when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, but it's like my thing is a little bit,
yes. A little bit.
Yeah, but my thing is that like if you call him overrated, in my opinion, I just can't trust your opinion on football.
True. I don't think
Aaron Rodgers' resume
I just think that boy ball out.
Aaron Rodgers' resume is a lot better than like 95% of the quarterbacks that have ever played in NFL history. He's a top 5 quarterback in NFL history, in my honest opinion, and probably one of the best I've watched. And I've watched Peyton, I've watched Tom, I've watched Drew. We're watching the emergence of like Patrick Mahomes, Andrew Luck, and a bunch of other young quarterbacks who are going to benefit now more because of these new passing laws.
Yeah, definitely.
But if all of them were all 25 years old right now, I'd take Aaron Rodgers without a heartbeat.
Without a heartbeat, Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
That's the guy?
Yeah.
I'm taking Patrick Mahomes, man. He just looked like he could be my son, and I'm cool with that. Let's move on to one more what if for the NFL.
All right, fine. This is more your domain.
Yeah, because this involves family.
Yeah.
This involves, one of my favorite teams, my second favorite team.
Yeah.
Take it to another Super Bowl. What if Devontae Freeman blocks? And you know exactly what block I'm talking about.
The Dante Hightower strip sack fumble.
Gotta tell you, we looked at this man sideways when he came to Thanksgiving after that. Devontae Freeman had to wait to get a plate. For the first time ever, that boy had to wait to get a plate during Thanksgiving. How do you not block in the biggest game of your life? I don't even care if you get the penalty. Get that. Because we know what happened when he didn't block. Fumble. Matt Ryan. Patriots got the ball. All hell breaking loose now. All we had to do was get a first down.
No, legitimately, that is probably the only game I've ever watched in NFL history in which, probably outside of that 28-point Colts comeback, in which everything needed to go right for the Patriots and everything needed to go exactly wrong for the Falcons. And everything worked out. Everything.
Everything, man.
The Julian Edelman catch, the Devontae Freeman missed block, which caused the Dante Hightower fumble. The James White getting Super Bowl MVP with his 4 catches. Just everything went right.
Yeah. Yeah, that one hurt a bit, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I went to my folks' house to watch the game. I had on my Eddie Murphy raw red leather. I was looking fly. I remember I was on Snapchat. I had, I had like I had T.I. playing in my Snapchat with the Super Bowl score down there 0-0. I was like, we taking this game, and we was killing it in that first half, man.
Yeah, I was watching the game at the Dave and Buster's. My dad, who I didn't even know was actually going to come in, he was actually rocking like all decked out in Falcons gear. Like I'll never forget that night. Like my dad was all decked out in Falcons gear, and Ben Simmons literally had like a table with like one of his homies and like a girl he was with, like right over yonder, and like we were just all watching the game. And I'm just like, dog, is this really happening right now?
We was spanking them, man.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
Oh man, I remember seeing the memes left and right. Everybody just like, I can't believe it. It's going down. And I'm like, I'm the only person with any sanity at this point. I'm like, guys, I may not like this man, but that's Tom Brady. Let's calm down. Things tend to work out for him.
No, I think one of my favorite moments was there was this guy on my Facebook feed. He's a diehard Falcons fan. Yeah. He was in the balcony like celebrating, so let's go Falcons. Then like when that comeback happened, you ain't hear from him for like 2 weeks.
Dog, can I tell you, being a Falcons fan and watching Devontae Freeman miss that block, I really sat there and I thought, for the next 2 days, I'm like, what if that turnover just doesn't happen? That's a ring away from Tom Brady. He doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet.
Falcons finally get their
elusive Super Bowl win.
Yeah, because I think like mentally and emotionally, they just haven't been there ever.
They haven't. Well, injuries have happened too.
But
think about it this way: if Atlanta wins that Super Bowl, beat the Patriots there, and the Eagles still do their thing, beat the Patriots there, do you think maybe some truth to the rumors start occurring? Because every time the Patriots don't win a Super Bowl, there's always those rumors in the offseason. Yeah. It's like, there's a power struggle and this love triangle that they have.
Will Belichick retire or go somewhere
else? Like one of these guys is going to give, and they ain't going to be the owner, so it's going to be either Tom or Bill. Something's going to happen. And then nothing happens. They just go out and ball. But what if they lose back-to-back Super Bowls? What if they lose 2 Super Bowls in a row? Which they've never done that.
Yeah.
What if they lose 2 Super Bowls in a row, man?
Well, they did. They lost.
They did?
Yeah, they lost to the Giants back in 07 when they finally.
Oh, and then they played. Yeah.
But that's a major gap. But
that is a long time.
Yeah, but then at that point, it's like you're sitting at like 4 Super Bowls and 4 losses. Maybe you realize maybe Tom Brady doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, maybe some of the doubt creeps in. I don't think it
Jimmy
does.
Garoppolo was still there.
Yeah. You think he still stays? You don't think any of that power struggle?
I think Belichick would be more inclined to try to usher in Garoppolo a lot more.
Who got him out of there?
Oh, Kraft.
It was Kraft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Kraft didn't want to let go of Tom Brady.
He thought it was disrespectful to still have him, have Garoppolo there, and then we have Tom Brady.
Yeah.
That's kind of foolish.
Yeah.
Very foolish. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you have the assets, hold on to them as long as you can.
Yeah.
But I think maybe, just maybe, there's definitely a higher chance that things blow up.
Yeah.
And maybe we wouldn't have to deal with the boringest Super Bowl of our lifetime. Even the Seahawks Super Bowl win was more exciting than that, because we were just like, what the heck is going on right now?
Well, no, because it just curb stomped them.
Yeah. I like to see a beatdown.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, the Patriots, because I didn't watch, Patriots, Rams, Super Bowl was not a beatdown. It was just watching paint dry.
Yeah.
I like field goals.
But
let's leave the NFL alone. That's enough what ifs.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Pete Carroll, Hank Baskett, and Devontae Freeman. You really changed NFL history there.
And funny enough, I think a lot of that also ties back to both Peyton and Brady.
Yeah, because they're the OGs, man.
Yeah.
There's no reason Brady's still going. Oh wait, he can still win rings. That's why he's an OG. Yeah. He leave when he want to leave, and that's what Peyton did.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people need to start realizing like how successful teams stay on top, especially in the NFL. Yeah. You need that quarterback head coaching dynamic.
You definitely need that.
That's
the foundation.
Yeah. That's how Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson have been able to thrive and eventually win a Super Bowl.
That's how Drew Brees won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, with Carroll.
That's why Aaron Rodgers hasn't won a Super Bowl since then.
Yeah, because he doesn't trust Mike McCarthy or anybody.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him either.
If I was that good and that smart, I wouldn't really trust people.
And that's how Doug did it.
Yeah.
With Carson Wentz, but then when Carson Wentz went down, he went back to the old tapes and realized, okay, so this is how I need to play to Nick Foles' strengths.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to implement this.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
Let's step on to the hardwood, my favorite sport.
Yep.
And it's funny because it's a thing I'm not good at. But the basketball, we'll go in the basketball world. The what if that I think everybody thinks about for the 2010s, Derrick Rose. I don't really even need to say much more than that. Just Derrick Rose. But we'll elaborate. What if none of those injuries happened? What if maybe he just took games off at the end of the season because he was tired? Not, I broke my leg. I tore my ACL. I think he had an eye injury in New York as well too. Like,
oh, you mean Derrick Rose is allowed to rest in Chicago?
Yeah.
With Tom Thibodeau still?
What if Tom Thibodeau didn't run this man to the ground? Tom Thibodeau ruins a lot of things.
Luol
I'm a
Deng.
Timberwolves fan, by the way. Luol Deng is expendable. Derrick Rose is not expendable.
Luol Deng ended up in a hospital, man.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yo, we need you tonight. I'm just like, sir, he's not even conscious right now.
Can he run suicides? Can he run? That's how Tom Thibodeau operates. If Derrick Rose wasn't run down, first of all, this is the youngest MVP of all time.
Yes.
Even though I felt I was a LeBron stan,
Yeah.
I didn't want him to win that. He did. Youngest MVP of all time.
One of the more exciting young players we've seen in a very long time.
The best tomahawk dunk in basketball history. Give this man credit. I love a good back scratcher dunk. That man would cock it back and just destroy the rim. Russell Westbrook does that, and I'm like, that's cool and all. But Derrick Rose would hang for a second. And I'm like, dog, you're going to tear that rim down.
I'll never forget that poster Derrick Rose did on Goran Dragic.
Oh, man. Had to happen.
That was brutal.
Had to happen. You had no business being there.
I'm like, I appreciate...
I even came into the club.
I don't even appreciate the effort.
It was just rude.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose, and I feel bad, man. It's like, there was no answer for him. The always, like, thing that people would say, it would be the same thing. You know, his shot isn't that good. His outside shot isn't that good. What you gonna do about him getting inside? He too fast. He too fearless.
If Derrick Rose would have stayed the course, then Jimmy Butler would have just came along. Then
that Bulls team would have been very rude because I don't think anything stops Jimmy from being the man that he is.
Because, like, we really saw over the years, like, Wade aged a lot faster.
Yeah.
Than, like, I think even LeBron expected to.
Yeah.
Then Chris Bosh had his health issues also.
I think the Bulls probably beat the Heat in one of those playoff series, and you don't have every year LeBron's on the Heat. He's going to the finals.
Yeah.
We would have Bulls. What year do you think that would even happen? Because those last 2 years of Wade with LeBron, Wade was pretty beat
Probably
down.
2014.
2014. That's against Spurs.
Yeah. That'd be a good series.
That would be a good series. I don't want to get in the business of saying he would be an NBA champion, but I do think the league would be a lot more exciting if he was still healthy.
Yeah.
Like, he's really just... Let's take Penny Hardaway and just amp it all up. All the athleticism.
Yeah.
Let's amp up the athleticism, the tenacity, the heart, all of that.
Yeah.
It's just all right there.
Yeah.
Water down the jumper a little bit and the passing. That's okay. That's still a really rude defensive team.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need that much passing when you got Joakim Noah there.
You really don't. That boy passing out the post is, honestly, he was one of my inspirations.
Yeah.
I would just put my back to the basket and look for the cut.
And the thing is that even if Rose wasn't that healthy, it's like the Bulls still made the playoffs the following year without him.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Yeah.
The East was weak.
Yeah, and they won a series.
Yeah. I'm saying, man, it was bittersweet watching him go down against the Sixers.
Yeah.
I wanted to move on, and they were still putting up a fight, but then Joakim Noah went down. I was like, all right, we got this now. I believe in my guys. We can beat we can't beat those two guys, but we can beat them.
Oh, the Taj Gibson, Omer Sheik led Bulls. We can beat these guys.
We can beat them guys. Who the backup point guard? Marquise Teague. Oh no, we good.
CJ Watson. Oh yeah,
we good.
Oh,
we good.
Let's run it. Wait, hold on. No. We running it.
I mean, just keeping that man alive If he was still on the Bulls, which I like what the Bulls are doing right
Yeah.
now. I like the little rebuild.
Yeah,
It's cute.
Kobe White, Laurie Marketing.
Yeah. I hope it works out for him.
Yeah.
But boy, I'm telling you, having Derrick Rose and then other stars around him.
Yeah.
Who would be the budding star? Because this is that point in the NBA coming in the 2020s. It's not the Super League era anymore. Well, the Super Team era. It's the duos. Who would you like to see as the guy next to Derrick Rose? Who would be the perfect complementary piece? Because that's why I love in What Ifs. It's like, what if this happened? What if we got this duo? Would you go big man? Would you go guard? Like, I don't think you go
Would
guard.
it have to be like a star if he still maintained the star status as someone just equally, if not as better?
Just somebody who's like an all-star caliber guy. Somebody you could see getting votes. Or being an all-star.
Oh, Clay.
Klay Thompson. Ooh.
Yeah, Derrick Rose could just be the slasher, work the inside penetration.
And you got Klay out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And then
not
Rose
fair.
still has his knee, so he still has that explosive first step.
Oh, man.
Work that inside.
See, that's what I like. That's fun. That's
Yeah.
fun basketball. Because the kickouts would be rude. I'm like, all right, either you let me and one lay you up because you know this layup going in,
or you let me tomahawk you.
or that, or I kick it to Clay. It's
just-
going to be 3 points regardless.
Yeah.
2 plus your pride if I dunk. What you want to do? That's fun basketball. See, I don't know. I was thinking more of a big man role. I was thinking like years ago, if they for some reason blew up the Memphis Grizzlies grit and grind, because honestly that wasn't going anywhere.
I love those.
Marc Gasol and
Ooh.
him together. Oh man, those pick and rolls are mean, especially the pick and pop. That mess is rude.
Would he replaced Joakim Noah then?
Yeah, because Joakim Noah in this situation still just his body. I don't know what happened to him really. He got like one bad injury and then that.
Yeah,
he just never came back.
Went to New York.
He never had good legs under him.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
Yeah.
He just had hustle.
Yeah.
And hustle gets you but so far.
Well,
Marc Gasol, he don't really hustle. He's just like, you got to come here. and I'm
what
gonna
about
stop you.
Joakim Noah's teammate in Florida? What about Al Horford?
Oof, that'd be a fun one too, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. First of all, the Hispanic love in that arena would be crazy. Because I don't know if you noticed, but every Puerto Rican fan
Has
in
a Derrick
Philly
Rose jersey.
has a Derrick Rose jersey. The Dominicans will all get around for their best player of all time, Al Horford. The Hispanic love. First of all, the cookouts outside the arena are going to be amazing. The tailgating is going to be fire. I would love that. I'm like, everything's wrapped in
Can you
foil.
imagine a Cinco de Mayo playoff game?
Oh, man. Ooh, with the elbows.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, yeah, that'd be fly. Yeah, I like that one better. Al Horford and Derrick Rose. I'm like, Derrick Rose isn't even Puerto Rican. It's just they all love him. It's crazy. No, there was this dude in high school.
No, dude. I've been to Bulls games.
All Puerto Ricans love Derrick Rose. They'll wear his sneakers. And I'm like, dog, he died in those. Why you want to wear those? They don't care.
All right, so do they love him more than Carmelo?
He's actually, like, Hispanic, right?
I don't know.
Like, I think.
We gotta look this up.
But they do love Carmelo.
Yeah.
Like, before Derrick Rose, Carmelo was the, boy that all the Puerto Ricans loved him.
Yeah, especially when they went to New York, all you saw was
Oh, yeah. That Puerto Rican Day Parade, I'm pretty sure he had to go to one of them.
yeah.
Shouts out to Lala. Yo, no, yeah, he's technically Spanish. I don't care. He's got Lala. Yeah. Yeah, he's Hispanic. I'm cool with him. All right, on to sadder matters.
Okay.
The next big what if. I'll let you lead this one off because you know I got a lot to say about this.
Okay. 4 years ago, the NBA lived in harmony. Then everything changed when Kevin Durant made the ultimate decision
To join the Fire Nation.
a.k.a. the literal Fire Nation, the Golden State Warriors,
Oh, man.
and became probably one of the dangerous perimeter,
unbeatable dynasties.
the most unstoppable perimeter team probably in NBA history.
All right. I believe in karma. I really do. It's the only thing I believe in. And I was a LeBron stan for years. And when he went to Miami, I was like, yeah, finally, he gonna win a ring. Is on. And people were like, that's not fair. I'm like, no. He was on Cleveland. The second best player was Mo Williams and Antoine Jameson or Daniel Gibson. Come on. Or Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Like, come on now. They won't play J.J. Hickson for some reason. He deserved to go where he won. He was like, it's still not fair. I'm like, I don't care. And then he lost, and then he won 2 rings. And
then he lost again.
Then he lost again. Lightning don't strike twice. I'm sorry, man. You don't beat the Spurs twice. Not in your lifetime. That's not how it works. But yeah, and then he does it again. And he's like, I'm going to go to Cleveland, and we'll do whatever we want because they got Kyrie. Oh, wait, and we also have Kevin Love now. I'm like, he really did this in like 2 weeks. Like a 2-week span. He just changed the whole balance of the league
Super
again.
tampering.
Yeah. And everything was good. It's like, all right, we'll play the Warriors. You know, people who may not know much about basketball didn't know that Steph Curry was that boy. I knew he was at that point. I was annoyed by it because I'm like, this man done messed both his ankles up. Yeah. He should be dead. It should be over. And then karma hit for the first time. Everybody died on the Cavs. LeBron is left with Matthew Dellavedova. It's looking like the 07 Cavs again, man. They lose. Draymond Green becomes one of my least favorite players because he wants to be like, they lost, they suck. I'm like, first of all, I don't care about the Cavs, but LeBron does not suck. He should have been Finals MVP. I stand by that. But it's okay. Run it back. They ran it back. It was looking pretty bad for a minute, but it's LeBron James. Never count him out. Until he retired, don't count him out. Just like Tom Brady. Don't count him out. Down 3-1, they won the title. It's all good. Draymond Green goes out in the parking lot, and he's like, we could run it back like they did. But nah, I'm calling Big Bro. And he immediately calls Kevin Durant, and the dark ages begin. This is when basketball wasn't really fun anymore. When the regular season is more fun than the playoffs, that's a problem. I'm looking at that as a fan. I'm looking at that as the commissioner. I'm looking at that as an owner. Mm-hmm. This is bad. Yeah. Nobody cares about the playoffs because we know it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. LeBron's going to make it to the finals. Kevin Durant and the Warriors are going to win the finals. And that's what happened. You sat there and watched one of those finals games with me, and I kept hope alive. Just didn't matter.
Absolution.
Karma. Karma hit me for the second time. It hit me a third time the following year. Even worse. But that's J.R. Smith's fault. And Kyrie Irving's. Just call a timeout. That's the coaching staff's fault, too. That's karma tenfold. This is what I get for 2 titles with the Heat, and that's what LeBron got. If Kevin Durant never went to the Warriors, we would be talking about LeBron as undoubtedly better than Kobe Bryant. He would have 5 rings, and he'd be knocking on the door for that 6th. And do you know how many old heads in the barbershop I could grin at if he got that 6th title, which he probably will in Los Angeles?
If Kevin Durant stays in Oakland, what happens if Oakland? So you're saying if he beats the Thunder in the finals?
If he, you talking about if KD beats the Warriors?
No, if KD stays.
If KD stays?
Yeah, in this scenario, he stays.
Nobody in the West can beat those Cavaliers. Healthy. And that's how I felt with that first ring that the Warriors got. I was like, if these guys were healthy, they would win. And I started to doubt myself when they were down 3-1 the next year, but they proved, we can beat them.
So, their big 3, no, technically their 3.5 would be KD, Russell Westbrook. They traded for Victor Oladipo on draft night.
Yeah. That's still a team that I think that's the team that beats the Warriors. And the Thunder go to the finals, and the same thing that happened in 12, 11, happens to Kevin Durant again. You lose to LeBron James. That's not a big club, but hey, that happens. And I don't know about the following year after that, but I feel like those Cavs, Kyrie stays, LeBron is still in Cleveland, and I don't think he goes to LA. Because you won in this, okay. You won 3 titles. You have 5. You need 1 more. What's better than winning that 6th elusive title that obviously undoubtedly makes you better than Kobe Bryant, but puts you up there with the false idol GOAT, Michael Jordan, than to win it in Cleveland. I don't want to win it in LA. You only go to LA because you have a better chance of winning there. If this team sticks together and Kevin Durant does not go to the Warriors, the West just keeps doing their little balancing act. LeBron wins 6 titles potentially. That's the reality that I've missed out on because of one man. And you want to know why I'm so angry at him? It's because of that, Chris. That's why I don't like him. That's why. So when I talk to old heads in barbershops or at work and they're like, can you count to 6? I'm like, I hate y'all. LeBron could have 5 or 6 rings. But no. They had to go and get Big Brother. That's not how you do it. What do we do over here on this show? We run it back. Run it back. So what, you keep getting your ass whooped? It's okay. It's like Friday. What you need that gun for? I don't need that. All we had back in my day was these. Win some, you lose some. But you live. You live to see another day, as I can't even use all those expletives that I want to for KD. But that ain't no man. That ain't no man. But he can be the man in Brooklyn. I don't care about that.
You already said ass, so.
That's fine. We're still PG-13. Yeah. You got anything to add to that? Because that was all emotion that I just gave you.
No,
right
no. I'm going to just let you have that.
I'm sweating a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
I feel.
No. You let me vent for the whole Drew Brees.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So
now, like, you technically, everyone can now see the dynamic and NFL, NBA.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I'm along for the ride. I enjoy the NFL talks. I know a little bit. I played it. I don't want to ever, play that again. Not even semi-pro. I'm good, man. But I do enjoy watching it.
Especially after those kids with cleats.
We're not going to talk about that, man. They had no holiday spirit.
And the kid tore his MCL.
Yeah, that boy died. Let's be quick about this one. This one's easy. Well, yeah, especially we'll start with the NBA on this one. This one might hurt you a little bit. But let's go for the donkeys of the decade, man. And what I mean by donkeys is they just made, and I'll use this word again, they made asses of themselves the whole decade. Pretty much. This took some time for us to boil this down. And I'm so happy to have you announce who the donkey of the 2010, what NBA franchise were the donkeys of the 2010s? Who was it? Christopher?
The Phoenix Suns.
The Phoenix Suns. And why is that?
You are so lucky, Jimmy Butler.
Shouts out to Jimmy Butler, man. Got us to the playoffs. Won game. One game.
Lucky.
Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. How many playoff appearances did the Suns have in the 2010s?
0
playoff tickets. How do you sold no playoff tickets all decade? How's the arena look in Phoenix?
Pretty damn empty.
Yeah, it's in shambles too. What is it, Tiki Torch Lounge or something? What is it called?
I don't even know what they're doing.
But yeah, they're owned by I don't even know who. Let's talk about the current state of.
I hate Robert Sarver.
Hey man, I hate David Kahn, but at least Timberwolves made the playoffs. Sorry, buddy. We've also had 3 All-Stars. How many All-Stars have the Suns had in the 2010s? We're not counting 3-point competitions.
Honestly, I don't even know. Probably 0. We still had Steve Nash up until that point. I'm not even sure if he made an All-Star point. Was still even an All-Star.
I don't think he was. Okay, that one hurts a little bit. But there's some good news, though. Talk about the current state of the franchise before we go into the whole history of 2010, which is quick.
No, listen. There's no point we're talking about now. Because this entire decade of watching Phoenix Suns basketball pissed me off. What really set me off, you're going to start the year losing to the goddamn Lakers. You lost to the Lakers in 6. You not only lost to the Lakers.
How did they lose to the Lakers in 6? How did that happen?
Kobe Bryant.
No, who hit the shot though? Didn't somebody hit a shot for them?
Game 5 at Staples, Ron Artest.
It was a test.
Kobe Bryant had an air ball. Ron Artest was literally just under the basket and just put it right back in there. And I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, we lost the series.
Yeah, that was it.
This game is not going back to Staples. And if we somehow pull this off, we're not beating them at Staples.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's okay, man.
No, it's not.
What else happened?
Then, I'm just like, all right, no, it's fine.
And then
we're just going to run it. All right, listen. Sign Amari Stoudemire. 5-year deal.
$100 million.
Run it back with them. Robert Sarver's like, are you out of your mind? No. We're going to... Oh, then you let Amari Stoudemire go to New York with all those shooters. Wilson Chandler, Dallas Gallinari, Raymond Felton. They have a nice little team that eventually ends up in the playoffs. Would you also add Carmelo Anthony, Chauncey Billups too? But it is what it is. But you know what? Robert Sarver's like, okay, so we don't have Amari Stoudemire. What's our backup plan? Oh, don't worry. I got some replacements for you.
Who are those replacements?
We're going to... Yo, you're enjoying this. We're going to get Akeem Warwick. Who? We're going to get Josh Childress. What?
Oh, God, as a Hawks fan, that's a bad idea.
Oh, we're going to get Hedo Turkoglu. I'm like, this isn't 2009, man.
Ooh. And first of all, that man is a playoff legend.
We needed that playoff legend. He never came.
That's true.
Yeah. So, you know what? Then we made a mid-season trade to get Marcin Gortat, Polish Hammer. I'm like, okay, this is somewhat salvageable. Channing Frye hit a bunch of game winners. I'm like, okay, cool. We can sneak in for an A spot. That never happened.
That never happened.
No, I remember best game I've probably ever watched was a triple overtime game between the Suns and the Lakers. Channing Frye was knocking down threes. Steve Nash had a bunch of assists.
There we go.
That loss basically, killed our season. But you know what? Next year, all right, run it back. Steve Nash gets hurt. Never came to fruition.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And then the worst draft night trade I've ever saw in my life.
What happened?
As a diehard Steve Nash fan, he got traded to the Lakers. You want to know what happened?
What happened?
I saw that trade happen. I was with my stepdad when it happened. I'm just like, excuse me. I left the house. I was gone for like an hour and a half. Then when I came back in the house, my stepdad asked me, he was just like, yo, Chris, you all right? Steve Nash got traded. I'm not okay. Then after
what did he get traded for?
A bunch of picks. That we did nothing with.
I was gonna ask him, but surely something positive came out of those picks.
We drafted Kendall Marshall to replace Steve Nash.
Well, he was a fine point guard in college.
No, he wasn't. I don't care about college.
You say that as a college graduate, but okay.
I don't know, because nobody cares about me either. I got $50,000 in debt. No one's trying to help me.
I'm fighting for my life.
God dang it, vote Bernie, help me.
Man, I'm sorry. But, I mean...
What
happened?
We drafted nothing but point guards. All right, fine. Kendall Marshall didn't work out.
Let's throw some darts at the board. Kendall Marshall.
No, that didn't work out. We're going to get Tyler Ulis.
Oh,
we're going to get Goran Dragic back. No, that didn't work either. We didn't get anybody. Now all we're doing every single year is just draft the small forwards. Oh, hey, we're going to get Mikal Bridges in the draft day trade.
Surely Dragan Bender worked.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
He's a...
Josh Jackson.
No. Idiot, man.
Come on.
Josh Jackson.
DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton is fine. That's probably... We got Devin Booker only because, Sam Hinkie decided, oh, wait, you know what? D'Angelo Russell's gone. I'm like, just trade back for Devin Booker.
But you know what I'll do for you? Because I'm a Minnesota fan. I will help you out right now. You know what you guys need?
What?
A little La Pistola. Ricky Rubio is now your starting point guard at $18 million a year. Did you overpay? A little bit.
We could do a lot worse.
$4 million a year, you kind of overpaid. But you got somebody who can actually throw entry passes to DeAndre Ayton. That's not that bad. That's pretty good. What do you see for the future of the Suns?
Yeah.
To be honest, what do you see for this upcoming season?
If the Suns want to be a playoff contender again, DeAndre Ayton needs to become the best player. It can't be Devin Booker.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I've seen the song and dance to Devin Booker before. He cannot.
I think he's peaked.
He's peaked.
Pretty much.
He's peaked. He can't play point guard. They tried running point guard last year. I'm just like, you're an idiot. He has no point guard traits at all.
Nah, he doesn't see the court well.
No, he doesn't.
He's a scorer.
He drops 70 points and we still lose. That tells you everything we need to know about the 2010 Phoenix Suns.
Dropped it on Isaiah Thomas, though, so a little comeback.
No, I don't care about Isaiah Thomas. And that's another thing. Out of all the point guards you decided to funnel in Phoenix, you got the one that actually eventually worked. But in the end...
Goran Dragic is an all-star.
I don't care. Yeah, by default.
Yeah, it truly should have been Ben Simmons.
Yeah. But anyway,
we'll ease up on you.
But anyway, yep, you have a solid team now. Rubio, Ayton, Booker. You still have Mikal Bridges.
And your only bench player.
Yeah,
Cameron. Can you name anybody else on that bench?
I don't know. Maybe Cameron Johnson's coming off the bench because he's the rookie. And Mikal Bridges has somewhat.
I think that's fair.
You have Dario Saric now, and we all already know how Dario Saric...
Oh, yeah, you got Dario Saric, the homie.
Yeah. I don't even know where we don't even have a backup point guard at this point.
You don't need one. You got the pistol.
But Monty Williams is there. I've always been a big fan of Monty Williams.
Monty Williams is a great guy. Good cog for a team.
Yeah. So, hopefully it all works out.
I hope it does. We'll ease up on you here. We'll switch things to our last part. The donkeys of the 2010s in the NFL, man.
The doormat of the NFL.
Who would you say it is? This took us a minute to, break it down. There were some candidates. One team. It came down to two teams.
Yeah.
Who was the finalist?
The Cleveland Browns.
That one kind of hurts.
Yeah.
That one kind of hurts because they going to be something nice. But we can't give you credit for something that can leak into the 2020s. So, can't really give you credit for that.
I don't remember who was the other team that we put up.
Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
I remember because I actually like Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the worst team.
No, because I was really thinking about that. I'm just like, who did we set? Did we set Cincinnati?
No, well, that's arguable. They don't have any playoff wins, but they have appearances, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Tampa Bay and Cleveland were the only two teams that had no playoff appearances.
They have the two longest playoff droughts in the NFL right now.
Yeah, it's not the funnest thing being a Tampa Bay fan. But we got pirate ships, so it's like 80% of the reason I'm a fan. But Cleveland, dog pound. How would you sum up the start of their 2010? Well, actually, let's just be for real. What was the lowest point?
0-16.
Yeah. I was thinking once the names on the quarterback jersey reached the floor, that's when I'm like, technically that's the lowest point. But yeah, 0-16 is as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
Is that who did they draft that year?
They did get 0-16.
They got Garrett, right?
Myles Garrett, yeah.
It all worked out, man. And meanwhile, Cleveland basketball is pretty good.
Yeah.
But let's bring it back a little.
Cleveland's a football town.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But who's that quarterback to even start out the 2010s? At what point were we on the quarterback jersey?
I don't know. Can you look that up?
Because I really hope it was Seneca Wallace, but I know it wasn't Seneca Wallace.
I think RG3 had to stop there.
He definitely did. Yeah, that's a shame.
And then you have the ultimate miss.
Does the quarterback jersey come up? It should. QB jersey.
Yeah, but
that's a shame.
Jersey meme. No, just Google search it.
Google it. Yeah, this is really sad. Here's the thing about Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have some of the best fans.
Yeah, they do.
They don't deserve this decade.
Yeah.
Or the decade before that.
And the decade before that.
Damn.
There it is.
Let's see. Let's see.
Shout out to Tim Couch.
Oh,
all right, let's see. I remember some of these. Don't ask why. All right, Tim Couch, Ty Detmer. I don't know when. That's Doug Peterson. Kelly Holcomb, Josh McCown.
I remember Josh McCown.
Jeff Garcia. I remember.
Jeff Garcia was
the quarterback in 2004.
Yeah.
Trent Dilfer. I forget.
Who? Fry?
Charlie Fry.
Charlie Fry? I don't remember that name.
I don't remember Dorsey.
I don't.
Bruce Gradkowski.
I don't remember him. Anderson. What was his name? Was he a quarterback on like the Bengals for a little bit?
I forget what his name was, but like he was the only Pro Bowler out of that entire list.
Oh man.
Brady Quinn. I remember that Brady
Oh
Quinn.
yeah, that didn't
Jake
work.
Delhomme.
Del Homie, that's my boy.
Buckethead. Seneca Wallace. Colt
there
McCoy.
he is. Was Colt McCoy the starter in 2010s?
Yeah.
I think he was. Yeah.
I don't know who Lloyd Lewis is. Maybe Thad Lewis.
Oh God.
Then you have Brian Hoyer, Brandon Whedon. I remember that draft.
Yeah, that was bad. Was he like 28?
No, it's just like that draft. It was the 2012 draft. That was the Luck, RG3, Russell Wilson, Ryan Tannehill, Nick Foles, and like you ended up with the oldest quarterback in NFL that ever got drafted at 28 years old.
28, yeah, he was 28 years old.
Yeah, Jason Campbell, Brandon Whedon, yeah,
Robert Griffin, third, yep, and we know who comes after that.
Johnny Manziel.
Pay that man. I was wrong. That's got to be one of the lowest moments of the decade for them as well.
Yeah, Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
and Josh Gordon.
Yeah, they kind of ruined that one.
Yeah,
were they both? They were both on the same team.
Yeah, they were.
Oh man, that's bad. That's bad chemistry.
Yeah, dude. I remember Skip Bayless essentially put up his entire career just to prop up Johnny Manziel.
And I bought it. I really bought. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to football, because I'm not as knowledgeable as you, I believe in the hype, man. I get into it. I'm like, yo, look how this looks on paper. Look how he played in college.
I just watched a bunch of games at like Texas A&M, and just he's a guy that just works on broken plays. And
that was his whole spiel.
His style of play was never going to transition to the NFL.
I thought he had a chance. I thought, because you know what I would do? And you're gonna be mad. I would look at those broken down plays, and I was like, well, quarterbacks like Tony Romo have those broken down plays, and they make something big out of it.
Not every play.
This next name, you're really gonna be mad at. Aaron Rodgers has broken down plays, and he's just Mr. Fix-It when it comes to that. Why can't Johnny Manziel be Mr. Fix-It?
Because I've never seen Johnny Manziel stay in a pocket, make at least 3 reads, and then got rid of the football.
It'd be one read or no read.
Yeah, it'd be one read, run around for 5 seconds, throw it to a wide open Mike Evans, because cornerbacks can't.
They can't stick when he was too big.
Yeah, and corners can't stick that long.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, they've had some. There had to be something in those early 2010s that was like a bright spot. There's got to be a player. Who was their lineman? Joe Thomas?
Joe Thomas, yeah.
Joe Thomas. How many consecutive games did he play? Like, what, 1 billion or something like that?
He's a Hall of Famer.
First ballot.
Yeah, they also had Alex Mack, who was actually acquired on a draft night trade with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's how the Eagles got Jeremy Maclin, and that's how they ended up with Alex Mack, who played for 7 seasons in Cleveland, 3-time Pro Bowler.
There we go. See, there's some bright spots, Cleveland. Yeah. It wasn't all LeBron. It was just mostly LeBron.
Oh, now I remember Anderson. Derek Anderson.
Yeah. Yep.
Only Pro Bowler in Cleveland.
For now.
Hopefully Baker breaks that trend.
Oh, he will. He's going to be a fantasy god. It's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. But, everything's looking good. John Dorsey's there now. He built up Green Bay. He built up Kansas City. He gave them the parting gift of Patrick Mahomes with Andy Reid before he went.
That's a pretty good gift. That seems to be working out for them.
Then you got Baker, which, like, when I did my mock draft, I'm just like, there's no way you could pass up a generational talent like Saquon. And then I realized I'm just like, every GM always hinges their bets on a quarterback first and foremost.
This is true. I wanted Saquon to be there as well, but they still got Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
So it all worked out.
Yeah, Nick Chubb was probably my favorite running back coming out of that draft anyway. So I wanted him to be an Eagle.
I'm a big fan of Bryce Love. I wanted
but Bryce Love stayed, and now he's in Washington.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. It's a weird spot. But things are looking up for the Browns. I think we'll be biting these words in the 2020s. I think they're going to be one of those franchises that have a nice little stint. Not saying they're going to rule the decade, but I think they're going to put on the show, man.
Yeah.
I got them going to the Super Bowl this year. Browns, Eagles, Super Bowl. You never would have saw it coming a couple years ago.
Yeah, but something's got to give.
Something's got to give, man. And it's going to be the Browns. They're going to give. We're going to win. It's okay. It's okay. The Browns are on the up and up. We'll just put these past 35, 40 years behind us. Look to the future. And, hopefully it works out. I don't know if it will, but I hope it does.
Yeah, well,
That was actually a pretty good show, man.
yeah, and
That was
so
fun.
Browns are on the up and up. And the thing is that some AFC team has to step up when Brady and Belichick are going to be gone in the 2020s.
Yeah.
It's going to be a power struggle.
You never know. He might ball out till he's 52, man.
Yeah, who
I can
knows?
see him doing it. They let him sit in a chair. I think he'll be fine.
I think that's illegal.
When they say stop them. All right. We'll end it there. That was good.
Chris Thomas.
And Freeman William Hudgens.
This is the first edition of the Running Back Podcast.
You got to run it back, y'all. Play it back. Well, this is like an hour plus. But yeah, run it back. What you doing?
Yeah.
Why not?
We got money.
We got money, y'all.
Don't boo me, I'm right.
Oh, man.
Peace, y'all.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I really did.